everyone. Welcome to the kickoff of our virtual vacation planning weekend. So many of you may know who I am, maybe not. My name is Traci Elswick, and I am the owner of Middle of the Magic Travel for almost 9 magical years. I'm so excited to be able to say that. So tonight we are going to kick off our virtual vacation planning weekend with one of my favorite cocktails. Funny enough, we call it the MOTM signature cocktail. And how that became was we started drinking these on a Disney Cruise Line ship when we did our conferences, and then it just became like the agency drink. However, Teresa Brown was the one that came up with the whole cocktail. So I'm going to make this cocktail with you tonight. And first of all, when I make a cocktail, first thing I want to do is I want to grab something that reminds me of Disney, right? So I have all kinds of different cups from Disney, right? And these are the cups that you can get on the Disney Cruise Line when they're sailing, and they'll put the drink of the day in them, and you could get them refilled each day with the drink of the day for a reduced price. So I've got plenty of those here. They've got some signature drinks. They have one that's called the Bahama Mama. I could go on and on because num, so good, so good. But tonight we're here for me to show you how to make our signature cocktail for Middle of the Magic Travel. It's also would be considered a pineapple upside down, so you may or may not have heard of this drink before. And then while we're drinking this drink, we're going to talk about the history of Middle of the Magic to get you guys up to date with who the heck we are, right? So what you're going to need is you're going to need a coconut rum. You could use any kind of coconut rum you like. Malibu's my favorite. Grab yourself a shot glass. I like to buy the little bottles of pineapple juice, but you can buy the big can too and just kind of eyeball it. But if you're going to use the can, you could use the whole can in this. So it's a little can. And then grenadine. You could get that at your local grocery store, super cheap, lasts forever. You just need to splash that in there. And then ice, and then some people shake it. I'm not a big shaker. I think it gets kind of too shaken up. So I just like to take my Mickey spoon or straw and stir it up in there. So I'm going to start with ice, and then, be generous with the ice. Fill that right up, about halfway in your cup. About right there. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a shot glass. Now, coconut rum is not very potent, right? So you could do 1 shot, you could do 2 shots, but okay, we'll just do 1 shot tonight, 1 shot. But you could put 2 shots in there. It wouldn't really do too much. This coconut rum is really, really low in alcohol. So it's just a nice tropical drink that you can drink, several of them, and have a girls' night out, maybe watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, whatever floats your boat on this crazy Friday night, right? So I'm going to pour pineapple juice. Like I said, the whole can fit in there. And then I'm going to stir this up with my Mickey straw. And then I'm going to put in a splash of grenadine. Yeah, Miranda, 2 shots. Yeah, I don't blame you. Do the 2 shots. And then it depends. Do you love grenadine or you not love grenadine? So I just put a little bit of splash in because I think a little of this stuff goes a long way. And then I'm going to stir it all up. Stir. I'm throwing ice everywhere, but that's me. And then guess what? The MOTM signature cocktail ready for drinking. So cheers, everyone. We may have to have 2 of those tonight. That's probably like my favorite drink on the planet. That is so refreshing, and it just reminds me of being on the cruise ship. And like, raise your hand, your virtual hand over there, if you are ready to get on the cruise ship. I'm ready. Sign me up, please let me get back on the cruise ship. Let's have some drinks. our signature MOTM cocktail. Cheers to the most magical, professional, wonderful group of travel planners that I've ever had the honor to work with. This is the absolute best group of ladies and gentlemen. We've got men finally. We're so excited that we got some guys that joined us. They're professional, courteous, wonderful, wonderful people who truly, truly just want to give people magic and make people have these wonderful memories with their families. And they're giving people the gift of memory. So when you work with Middle of the Magic Travel, right, you don't only get one travel planner. You get 35 travel planners for the price of one. And your price is zero, because if you book with us, we book directly through the Walt Disney World Travel Company under the travel agent site. And it's just like booking with Disney Direct price-wise, right? What you get is so much more. But yeah, so you get the knowledge of 35 people. So we work together, and this is like one of the best things about Middle of the Magic, is we are a team. There's no I in team, right? No I. We are a team. We work together. We go on conferences together. We go on trainings together. Heck, we even go on girls' weekends together because we genuinely like these people that we work with. Imagine that. But and we learn from each other. We share. We swap ideas. Nobody's like got something that they won't share with other people. We work together as a group to create this kind of magic for people. Dream work is teamwork. That's right, Hannah. I love that. Dream work is teamwork. And these are the most wonderful group of travel planners that I've ever had the honor to work with. And that will kind of put me in the segment of me talk. I gotta get myself a drink, man. This stuff is good. So have you made yours yet? If you've made your cocktail, send me a little message here. Raise your hand. Say that we've made the MOTM signature cocktail, or whatever your cocktail is tonight. Cheers, cheers. That's so good, so good. So, Middle of the Magic. Let me give you a little brief history of Middle of the Magic before we start in on this amazing virtual vacation weekend. So, Middle of the Magic was born almost 9 years ago. I was a travel planner. I've been a travel planner for 13 and a half years. So I worked for a wonderful, wonderful travel agency out of Texas. And it was a virtual travel agency just like ours. And we worked, not like the team we were, but, I'm always about teamwork and getting to know people and learning from other people. So I worked there for, going on 6 years, I believe, 5, 6 years. And then something awesome happened to me. My husband got a job in Orlando, Florida. No, I did not move to go to Disney, but it so happened that my husband found a job in Orlando. So one day he came home and said, "Look, we're moving to Orlando, Florida." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me." So once we got to Orlando, I did a lot of video feed in the parks. It was before Facebook Live was real big, right? So that's been 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And so, I was in the parks. I was there. I mean, honestly, the first summer we lived there, I was in the parks every single day. I mean, it was like ridiculous. We were in the parks. People recognized us. So it was amazing. Me and my boys were living the dream, right? And I kept saying my tagline for my business, my travel business, was I'm living in the middle of the magic, going to the middle of the magic. And then it dawned on me that I had a really unique niche right there, right? Middle of the magic. That's pretty special. And whether I live in Orlando or I live somewhere else, I'm always middle of the magic, because middle of the magic is where I always want to be. So, poof, Middle of the Magic was born. My husband was so supportive and actually gave me the money to start up the travel agency, because whether he believed in me or not, he knew that I was never going to leave him alone, right? I was going to be talking about this travel agency until the end of time. But he's been a great support, and I'm just so grateful that I have him. But so Middle of the Magic was born, and I built my agency from the ground up by finding agents, not taking from other agencies, not doing anything like that. But I found people that I thought that were going to be great travel agents. And a lot of them were my clients. And Sherilyn was my client, and Ryan was my client. And my buddy Ashley, who's been with me from day one, she was my client. And I love these clients. And I thought that they were wonderful people. And they made absolutely wonderful travel agents. And so that's how Middle of the Magic Travel was born. It was me and a group of my clients that believed in me. And we worked very, very hard. And we went through the ranks very, very quickly. Because when you have a dream, you're going to work as hard as you can to make that dream come true. So I worked with these wonderful people. And I've got people that's worked with me for so many years. Amanda has worked with me for so many years. Teresa is my right hand when it comes to the travel agency. And all of these, I've got to tell you, Stephanie Kinsey, I love her to death. She's been with me forever. And all of these new wonderful people, I am just blown away. I have not seen such a new young group of travel planners that they're amazing. Like, we have the most amazing group of travel planners. I know you're tired of hearing me say that, but they are. They're just amazing, and they're so smart and so tech savvy, and they just kill the social media. I'm telling you, I'm just really, really blessed with the people that we have. But my love for Disney started with my son Lucas. My son Lucas was diagnosed with autism when he was about 3 years old. And he couldn't communicate like regular children. So Lucas was considered nonverbal, but he could rattle off movie lines like you'd never seen. And he was Buzz Lightyear. He was Toy Story crazy and anything to do with Disney crazy. So he loved everything there was to love about Disney. Now, me as a child, I never went to the Walt Disney World Resort, but I loved all things Disney. I had mouse ears. I had Disney toys. I was the lost Disney princess probably, right? And I always knew one day I would get to Walt Disney World. And I had a love for it. But with Lucas, that's how we communicated with him, was through his love of Disney. And we would talk with him in movie lines. And he ran across some videos that our neighbor Karen had given him. And they were called the Disney Sing-Along videos. I don't know if you guys remember those. They were like had this little owl, and he was dressed like a teacher, and he would sing the sing along with your favorite Disney song. And then it would lead in, and then they would show all these sing along videos. Well, he was super obsessed with these videos, and the one that he loved the most is a Christmas video for Magic Kingdom. So they showed the Christmas parade, and like, I see something wonderful dancing down the street, and then they'd have the toy soldiers, and then they would have Santa and the reindeer. And I mean, you know what? I really want my VCR back because I want to watch these videos because they made me all kinds of happy. And when I watched those videos, I wanted to be there with him, and he wanted to be there, and I did everything I could to get there. My husband was a struggling law student at the time when we had these two little boys, and I just had Joel right before he graduated from law school. So God, we finally made it to Disney, right? As poor little folk, finally had made it to Disney. And my husband, I think, junior year of law school, and I drove him nuts until he took us to Disney World. And when we went through those gates, it was like magic. I mean, just absolute magic. I'm going to do a segment on special needs travel Sunday. So I'm going to leave my good story about like my first experience with Disney and Lucas. But anyway, when I got Lucas into the parks, he became more verbal, and he became more aware of his surroundings, and he was living in the moment, right? So Disney is great great for special needs, right? They do all these wonderful things for people with special needs. The cruise line does. And that's when my true love for Disney started. And we would go to Disney as much as we could. Why are these people going to Disney 3 and 4 times a year? We would make it happen, because when we had him there, it was magic, right? Just absolute magic. Like, he transformed. At Disney treats you, even though that you have special accommodations with people with special needs, you get treated like any other family, which that's all we wanted. We just wanted to be treated like any other family. So cheers to Lucas, because without my sweet boy, Middle of the Magic would never be. Because I would have always loved Disney, but there's a special kind of love that I have for Disney now, because it brought me closer to my son that I couldn't communicate with, only with Disney. So Disney has been amazing for our family. And even though my husband doesn't want to admit it, he calls it Disney fanatic. We have our 2 little girls now, and they are, they're absolute princesses. They love everything there is to know about Disney. They know all the rides. They know all the songs to the rides. It's just so magical. It's just so magical. And if you've never been, and if you're interested in some information, we would absolutely love to sit down and talk with you about our experiences and about how we can make some magic for your family. So please, don't hesitate to reach out to one of us. We're fee-free. We do consultations. We'll sit and talk with you, and we will create that magic and those memories for your families as well. And it won't cost you a nickel. It won't cost you a nickel. Now, the trip's going to cost you, but the service is free. And the service is going to be exactly what you need to have that magic, because Disney is a daunting task. If you're going to have to read all this stuff and wade through all this information, and a lot of this stuff out here on the internet is garbage, guys. It's garbage. It's blown up. For instance, I showed a picture of Aloha Isle the week of Easter, and it was dead, and we were walking around, and we were enjoying the heck out of the Magic Kingdom. And you see other places that are telling you Magic Kingdom crowds are awful. No, stick with the experts. We know these things. We know. We don't do fake news. We don't blow up things. We are not getting paid by clicks or people hitting, on our site. We are there to educate you and give you the truth about what goes on at Disney. All of our agents are trained through the pandemic. We have had a conference, a top agent and mentor retreat weekend, and we've just had an agency education weekend. So our agency is highly trained and knows what's going on in this middle of this pandemic. So you want to know how to do Disney in a pandemic? You've got a lot of people here that can teach you how to make it through Disney in a pandemic. And I've got to tell you, Disney is pretty doggone magical. Once you've been locked up in your house for months and you get to go to Disney, you are crying when you see the castle, and you are loving every minute of it. And yeah, there may not be fireworks, but the fireworks are still in your mind. And you've got all these great cavalcades popping up and unique ways they're doing the characters. And there's still character dining, it's just distant, so it's amazing. So if anybody needs any information, we have 35 travel planners that would absolutely love to help you and make magic for you. So you can go over on Disney, go visit our website at middleofthemagictravel.com. You can click on meet our agents. You can scroll down and maybe read just the bios and see maybe which person kind of connects with what you're doing. They'll have their specialty up there. They'll have their bio. Maybe they live near your hometown. We've got people situated all over the country. And we've got people that specialize in special needs, special diets, traveling with adults, traveling with children, traveling with special needs. So we have you covered. We've got every aspect of these vacations covered, and you just have to find the person that fits with you. And if anybody just wants to do a shout out for anybody that's helped them on a vacation, please go over to middleofthemagictravel.com, go on that agent's Facebook page and give them a shout out. And then, of course, with our loyalty program, you earn points for things like that as well. So I hope everybody's enjoying their cocktail tonight. I am not too preachy. I just want to tell you how excited I am about this virtual vacation weekend, and how blessed I feel that that I'm a part of such an amazing agency of strong men and women that are working so hard. And in 2020, my people, they work so hard for free. They work so hard for free, but they work so hard for their clients. And they knew that that's just our job sometimes. We may not have been getting paid on a lot of things, but we had to take care of our clients. So now they're coming back and they're ready to travel, and we're ready to help them travel. And Disneyland is opening up at the end of the month, so that will be coming back. And then we've got Disney Cruise Line that we hope is like in the real close horizon. And then, things are changing. You can take your mask off to get pictures now. And more resorts are opening. I read that the Boardwalk is opening in June. So, the Boardwalk Inn will be open. The DVCs are already open, the vacation villas there that you can book as well. But so we're moving forward, right? As Walt would say, moving forward. And hopefully that I'll see you all in the middle of the magic soon. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your cocktail. I'm going to enjoy this cocktail. I may have to enjoy another cocktail. It's Friday. Gosh, it's been a long week, hasn't it? It's been a long week. So if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot it down here in the comment section, and I'd be more than happy to answer it. Be sure that you stick on the Mickey's Backyard page tomorrow, because there are a ton of virtual vacation planning videos and live streams tomorrow. Packing videos, Star Wars, how to travel to Disney in a pandemic. We've got just everything that you need to know. And then multi-generational travel. We got Hannah that's going to teach you how to take the perfect Walt Disney World pictures. She's a very talented photographer. I tell you, if she can make me look good, she is talented. And she did a heck of a headshot for me. So you all, and Jenna's going to do her cooking segment. So if you want to learn how to make the Pop-Tarts, and I don't know if they call them Pop-Tarts, but they're Pop-Tarts, from the Toy Story area in Hollywood Studios at Woody's Lunchbox. She is going to, she's our local chef, right? Our resident chef here. So she is going to cook some Pop-Tarts for us tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that. I'm going to eat my Pop-Tart, and I may have me an MOTM cocktail with it, right? And I want to, before I pop off here, I want to thank Sarah Matthew. I never pronounce her last name right, but she knows I love her. Sarah is a wonderful, wonderful agent. She's actually our top agent at Middle of the Magic Travel. She has been with me for, has it been 6 years? It'll be 6 years. Holy cow. And I still remember her interview. She was a Disney bride. I loved her story. She's known as Vacation Fairy Sarah. I probably said that wrong, but she's amazing, and she's the one that put together this virtual vacation planning weekend. Everybody knows I'm not tech savvy. Jill had worked so very hard on Traci Bolin. There is a lady named Amber Wilkerson that is going to do a segment on our loyalty program. You can also go to our website at middleofthemagictravel.com, and it's under our specials. You can click on that and learn more about our loyalty program, or you can reach out to your Middle of the Magic travel planner as well, and she can help you with that as well. And we really appreciate your business through the years, Traci. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. But so Sarah put together this, Jill Reich with the graphics. She's the one that does our newsletters. She's also the one that does a lot of the social media on Facebook. We've been doing a lot of charity work. She helps with the graphics for our charity work. Speaking of charity, if you want to go to hopesplace.com, you can purchase a $10 raffle ticket for a $4,500, a chance to win a $4,500 Disney vacation. For $10, you could turn that $10 bill into a $4,500 vacation if you're the winner. So go to hopesplace.com or hopesplace.org. I'm so sorry. Hopesplace.org. And there's a little thing that says Disney raffle at the top of their website. You click on that, you can donate the $10 and you'll be entered to win. Hope's Place is for child abuse victims, and they do such wonderful work. Tiffany Job and I have worked together, and I so believe what she's doing there. And that has a special place in my heart about abused children. And I would work and donate and do whatever I need to do to help that cause. So the $10 donation will get you entered into this $4,500 Disney vacation, exclusively booked and planned by Middle of the Magic Travel. There'll be a lot of goodies extra that comes with that. So we're doing a lot of great things like that for the community and giving back. So I hope everybody has had a magical few minutes with me. And I want to thank you so much for being loyal clients and customers, and for all your referrals and your support over the years, because without you, Middle of the Magic just simply wouldn't be. So thank you so much, and have a magical evening. And thank you to my agents and all of their hard work, especially through this rough year. So God bless, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.